Have you ever met someone who seems deeply in tune with emotions, yet prefers solitude? Someone who understands people on a deep level, but chooses to stay away from the crowd? That person might be a Sigma INFJ, a rare and intriguing personality type. The INFJ personality is already one of the rarest in the world, making up only 1–3% of the population. INFJs are known for their deep empathy, creativity, and ability to understand people in ways others cannot. But what happens when you mix the INFJ personality with the Sigma archetype? You get a truly unique individual, someone independent, mysterious, and deeply thoughtful. The term Sigma describes those who walk their own path. They don't fit into traditional social hierarchies like alpha or beta personalities. Instead, they prefer to move in silence, working towards their goals without seeking approval or attention. When combined with the INFJ personality, the result is a person who is both deeply intuitive and highly independent, a mix that is both fascinating and complex. In this video, we will explore the 6 shocking traits that define a Sigma INFJ. These traits set them apart from other personality types and make them both powerful and misunderstood. Whether you are a Sigma INFJ yourself or just curious about this rare personality type, this video will give you a deeper understanding of their inner world. Now, let's begin by breaking down the INFJ personality and what makes it so special. Understanding the INFJ personality. The INFJ personality type stands for introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. It is one of the 16 personality types identified by the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI, and is often called the advocate or mystic, due to its deep sense of purpose and vision for the world. Why is the INFJ personality so rare? INFJs make up only about 1–3% of the population, making them one of the rarest personality types. Their unique blend of deep empathy, strong intuition, and strategic thinking makes them different from others. While they care deeply about people, they also crave solitude and often feel misunderstood. Key characteristics of an INFJs can sense other people's emotions without needing words. They naturally understand what others feel and think, which allows them to form deep connections. However, this emotional sensitivity can also be exhausting, making them withdraw to recharge. INFJs are not interested in shallow interactions or meaningless conversations. They want to create change and help others in meaningful ways. Whether through writing, counseling, or activism, they seek a purpose-driven life. Unlike other personality types that rely on facts and logic alone, INFJs trust their intuition. They can sense patterns and predict outcomes before others see them. This ability makes them excellent at reading people and situations. While INFJs can be social when necessary, they thrive in quiet and introspective environments. They enjoy deep conversations, but often avoid large social gatherings, preferring one-on-one discussions. INFJs hold themselves to extremely high standards. Whether in work, relationships, or personal goals, they strive for excellence. This can be both a strength and a weakness, as they may become frustrated when things don't meet their ideals. Now that we understand the INFJ personality, let's explore what it means to be a Sigma personality and how it adds another layer of complexity to the INFJ's character. The Sigma Archetype. The term Sigma personality has become popular in recent years. Unlike alpha or beta personalities, Sigmas don't follow traditional social hierarchies. They are independent, self-sufficient, and move through life on their own terms. What is a Sigma personality? A Sigma personality is often described as a lone wolf, someone who prefers to work alone and doesn't seek validation from others. While alpha personalities are natural leaders and beta personalities follow social norms, Sigmas exist outside of this structure. They don't need a pack to survive, and they don't crave power or approval. Key traits of a Sigma personality. Sigmas don't care about fitting in or following society's expectations. They value freedom above all else and make decisions based on their own beliefs, not external pressures. Unlike extroverted alphas, Sigmas are highly selective about their social circles. They may have deep, meaningful connections with a few people, but avoid large social groups or unnecessary interactions. While alphas often seek recognition, Sigmas don't need validation. They are confident in their abilities, but don't feel the need to show off or prove themselves to others. Sigmas think ahead and plan their moves carefully. They often observe and analyze situations before taking action, which makes them highly effective in business, leadership, and personal life. Sigmas question authority and traditional power structures. They don't follow rules blindly and prefer to carve their own path, often finding creative solutions that others overlook. Now, what happens when the deep emotional world of an INFJ combines with the independence of a Sigma? It creates a personality that is both highly intuitive and extremely self-sufficient. In the next section, we will explore the fusion of these two personality types and what makes Sigma INFJs so unique. Fusion of Sigma and INFJ traits. Now that we understand both the INFJ personality and the Sigma archetype, it's time to explore what happens when these two traits combine. The result is a truly unique and complex individual, someone who is both highly independent and deeply empathetic. How Sigma and INFJ traits work together. A Sigma INFJ is an introverted free thinker who values deep connections but doesn't seek them out actively. They are strategic idealists who dream big but prefer to work behind the scenes. Sigma INFJs understand people on a deep level, but they don't always want to be around them. They absorb emotions easily, which can be draining. To protect their energy, they limit their social interactions and spend a lot of time alone. INFJs are known for their big dreams, but Sigma INFJs take it a step further. They not only see the future, but they also take action independently to achieve their goals. They don't rely on groups or teams. They prefer to work alone at their own pace. Sigma INFJs have strong personal values and don't follow societal norms just because others do. They question everything, from traditional career paths to relationship expectations. This makes them misunderstood, but they don't care. They live life on their own terms. Even though Sigma INFJs avoid the spotlight, they often attract people effortlessly. Their deep insights and quiet confidence draw others to them. However, they only allow a select few into their inner world. While they have the ability to connect deeply, Sigma INFJs do not form relationships easily. They dislike small talk and only invest time in people they truly resonate with. They crave authenticity and can sense fake personalities from a mile away. Unlike alpha personalities, who lead from the front, Sigma INFJs prefer to lead from behind the scenes. They have a strong vision and influence others, but they don't seek power or control. This rare combination of independence, intuition, and deep empathy makes Sigma INFJs stand out from the crowd. Now, let's take a deeper look at the 6 shocking traits that define them. 6 shocking traits of Sigma INFJs. Now, let's dive into the 6 most shocking traits that set Sigma INFJs apart from everyone else. These traits make them fascinating, but also hard to understand for most people. 1. Intense empathy. Coupled with detachment. Sigma INFJs have an extraordinary ability to read people's emotions. They can sense feelings even when no words are spoken. This makes them excellent at giving advice, understanding hidden pain, and offering comfort to others. However, what's surprising is that despite their deep empathy, Sigma INFJs remain emotionally detached. Unlike typical empaths, who might get overwhelmed by other people's emotions, Sigma INFJs control their emotional involvement. They can observe pain and suffering without letting it consume them. This ability allows them to help people without losing themselves. They care deeply, but they set strict emotional boundaries to protect their own energy. This mix of deep understanding and personal detachment makes them seem both compassionate and mysterious. 2. Strategic idealism. Many INFJs are dreamers, but Sigma INFJs are strategic dreamers. They don't just think about big ideas, they create real plans to achieve them. They see the world's flaws and wish to fix them, but instead of relying on others, they take matters into their own hands. Unlike traditional leaders, they don't push their ideas loudly. Instead, they work silently and strategically behind the scenes. This strategic mindset allows them to turn dreams into reality. They are not just visionaries. They are problem solvers who figure out ways to make things happen without seeking validation. 3. Unpredictable independence. Sigma INFJs are highly independent and don't rely on social approval. What makes them shocking is how unpredictable their independence can be. One day, they might be fully engaged in deep conversations and seem very connected. The next day, they may completely disappear into solitude without warning. This confuses people who expect consistency. They value their freedom above everything else and will not stay in any situation, whether a job, relationship, or friendship, that feels restrictive. If they feel trapped, they will walk away without hesitation. This unpredictability can be misunderstood as coldness, but in reality, it is their way of staying true to themselves. 4. Deeply private yet approachable. Sigma INFJs are extremely private people, yet they have an energy that makes others feel comfortable around them. They rarely share personal details, even with close friends, because they value their inner world too much. However, their warmth and ability to listen make others open up to them easily. This creates a paradox. People feel like they deeply know a Sigma INFJ, yet in reality, they know very little about them. This balance between mystery and warmth makes them both intriguing and frustrating to those who want to get closer to them. They enjoy meaningful connections, but they will only let a very small number of people into their inner world. 5. High sensitivity to inauthenticity. Sigma INFJs have a strong radar for fake people. They can immediately sense dishonesty, manipulation, or hidden motives in others. They are naturally drawn to authenticity and honesty, and they avoid shallow conversations or fake personalities. This makes it hard for them to fit into environments where people pretend to be something they're not. If they detect insincerity, they will distance themselves immediately. They prefer to be alone rather than surround themselves with people who lack authenticity. Because of this, they may have few friends, but the ones they do have are deeply genuine and loyal. 6. Reluctant leadership. Unlike alpha personalities who seek leadership positions, Sigma INFJs do not crave power. However, they often end up in leadership roles without trying. Because of their strong vision, deep insight, and ability to solve problems, people naturally trust them and look up to them for guidance. They don't enjoy controlling others, but they know how to influence and inspire in a quiet way. This is what makes them reluctant leaders. They don't chase leadership, but they often find themselves leading when no one else is capable. They prefer to lead from the shadows, guiding people without being in the spotlight. Their leadership is based on wisdom and insight, not authority. They don't seek recognition, but their impact is often greater than those who do. Now that we've explored these shocking traits, let's look at the challenges Sigma INFJs face and how they navigate them. Challenges faced by Sigma INFJs. Being a Sigma INFJ comes with many strengths, but it also presents unique challenges. Their rare personality mix makes it difficult for them to fit in, and they often face internal struggles that others may not understand. 1. Balancing solitude and connection. One of the biggest struggles for a Sigma INFJ is the constant pull between wanting deep connections and needing solitude. They crave meaningful relationships, but socializing drains them. They enjoy deep conversations, but too much interaction overwhelms them. They value independence, but sometimes feel lonely. This internal conflict makes relationships complicated. They often pull away from people they care about, not because they don't love them, but because they need space to recharge. 2. Overthinking and perfectionism. Sigma INFJs have a highly analytical mind, which means they often overthink everything. They analyze every conversation, every decision, and every possible outcome. They set extremely high standards for themselves and others. They sometimes hesitate to take action because they want things to be perfect. This perfectionism can lead to stress, self-doubt, and procrastination. They want to make the right choice, but their fear of failure can hold them back. 3. Feeling misunderstood. Because Sigma INFJs are both emotional and logical, independent yet deeply caring, and private yet approachable, people often don't know how to categorize them. They are too deep for surface-level thinkers, but too independent for emotional people. Their desire for solitude can be mistaken for coldness. Their strategic mind makes them different from other INFJs, who are typically seen as dreamers rather than doers. This feeling of being misunderstood can make them isolate themselves even more, reinforcing their lone wolf nature. 4. Difficulty. Finding like-minded peoples. Sigma INFJs have high standards for relationships, and they struggle to find people who truly match their energy. They dislike small talk and meaningless interactions. They are highly selective about friends and partners. They struggle to find people who understand both their depth and their independence. This can make relationships feel frustrating because they refuse to settle for shallow connections. However, when they do find someone who truly gets them, they form lifelong bonds. 5. Struggling to ask for help. Sigma INFJs prefer to solve problems on their own. Even when they are struggling, they rarely ask for help because they don't want to burden others or appear weak. They tend to keep their struggles to themselves. They believe they should be self-sufficient at all times. They may feel guilty about leaning on others, even when they need support. While independence is their strength, learning to trust others and accept help can make their lives easier and their relationships stronger. Now, let's wrap up everything we've learned in the final conclusion. The Sigma INFJ is a unique and rare personality type that stands at the crossroads of deep emotional intelligence and fierce independence. They are individuals who understand people profoundly, yet prefer to walk their path alone. This paradox makes them both intriguing and misunderstood. Throughout this script, we have uncovered 6 shocking traits that define Sigma INFJs. They are highly empathetic, yet emotionally detached, deeply idealistic, yet strategic, and private, yet magnetic. They see the world differently, question societal norms, and carve their own way forward. Unlike traditional INFJs, who may lean more towards social service and external validation, Sigma INFJs operate in the shadows, shaping the world quietly but effectively. Yet their journey is far from easy. Sigma INFJs face unique challenges, including a constant battle between solitude and connection, a tendency to overthink, and a high standard for authenticity that makes finding like-minded people difficult. They often feel like outsiders in a world that doesn't quite understand them, which can lead to isolation. Despite these struggles, they continue to follow their own truth, relying on their vision, intuition, and strategic thinking to navigate life. What makes a Sigma INFJ truly stand out is their ability to influence without seeking attention. They are natural leaders, not in the traditional commanding sense, but in their ability to inspire, guide, and shape perspectives without needing the spotlight. Their leadership is quiet yet powerful, making them the kind of people who create change from behind the scenes. Another key strength of Sigma INFJs is their ability to balance logic and emotion. Unlike other INFJs, who may be guided solely by feelings, Sigma INFJs apply a strategic, well-thought-out approach to life. They see patterns others miss and use their insights to navigate complex personal and professional situations. This ability to blend intuition with logic makes them particularly effective in problem-solving and long-term planning. However, to thrive, Sigma INFJs must embrace their strengths while working on their challenges. They need to find a balance between solitude and meaningful relationships, ensuring they don't isolate themselves too much. They should also learn to trust others and recognize that asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of wisdom. If you resonate with the traits of a Sigma INFJ, know that you are not alone. Your unique combination of depth, independence, and insight is a rare gift that, when embraced, can lead to incredible personal and professional success. By understanding yourself better and navigating your challenges with awareness and strategy, you can unlock your full potential and create a life that aligns with your values and vision. Are you a Sigma INFJ, or do you know someone who is? Share your experiences, and let's explore this rare personality type together.